Yeah, Steve, Lauren, we just heard President Joe Biden make the most public case we've seen for Kamala Harris to be the 47th president of the United States. And despite lingering discord in the party and those large-scale protests that we've seen in Chicago surrounding the Biden administration's handling of the Israel-Hamas wars, the attendees at the convention that I spoke with tonight really described that energy tonight and say that they feel like the base has really been re-energized.
I feel the energy here on the ground. And I can tell you that the folks here in Chicago are excited.
Tonight, North Carolina delegates and local elected leaders say they're riding the wave of enthusiasm around Kamala Harris and Tim Walz that's swelled since Joe Biden's decision not to seek re-election. This year's DNC is the third that Scotland County native and political lobbyist John Easterling has attended.
This momentum for us is not just a moment. What we're seeing is real enthusiastic support for our candidate right now across the country.
John says that's the product of a younger voice now set to lead the party and believes Harris will unlock new voters.
Young girls from across the country who could have never seen themselves in the White House now see themselves in her. Whether it's those young girls who aspire to be doctors, physicians, or leaders in our country can now see themselves as president.
The 2024 convention, a culmination of a rocky month in the Democratic ranks following discord around the best path forward following President Biden's poor debate performance against Donald Trump in June. Local Congresswoman Deborah Ross says she doesn't believe that will linger.
I think that this is going to be a coming together. I think tonight is going to be a beautiful celebration of everything that President Biden has done for our people.
It's opening amid large-scale protests in Chicago around the Biden administration's response to the Israel-Hamas war. Ross says Democrats want to hear from all voices, and she's confident in their message.
I don't see the protests as something that is going to slow down the Democratic Party, and the protesters know that the alternative is much worse.
A message that younger delegates like John say is recaptivating a base that was hungry for a new voice.
We're the party that's nominating a young person. We're nominating a person of a new generation. And so if you want to be a part of that progress, if you want to be a part of that history, if you want to be a change maker, this is your opportunity to do it.
And to that point about the debate within the Democratic Party about the best path forward, we heard virtually every speaker tonight thank President Biden for his decision. We heard those chants from the crowd repeatedly, "Thank you, Joe. We love you, Joe." And it is worth noting that in President Biden's case to the people for Vice President Kamala Harris, it really revolved around his administration's accomplishments over the last 4 years. So obviously, on the one hand, you see this sort of split and this debate taking place. This is obviously a man that really feels he can still do this job well, despite the energy we've seen around Kamala Harris, especially over the last month.